Right. So in this lecture, let us see one more drop down category. So in the last lecture, we have seen how to handle um, dynamic drop downs, and we also seen how to handle select drop downs, and we have also seen how to handle this normal generic drop down which have a loop category. So these are different kind of drop downs you may see in your web pages. And there is one more drop down. For that, let me take you another website, and I'll come back again here after some time. Okay, so I do want to teach some other topics like auto suggestive drop down. I'll teach them, and again I'll come back to complete this flow by giving all these options. Okay, for now let's hold on this website and switch back to another website to teach one more category of the drop down. Okay, so here by default, when you actually get into this website, this is how it looks to you. Okay, so now when you start typing, so let's say I want to type Bangalore. So when you type BAN, you see that based upon your input, suggestions will come here, and you have to select one item from this drop down. Okay, you don't have any specific drop down displayed by default. With the input whatever you provide in this edit box, based upon that suggestions will come. Now if I want to type Delhi, when I say DEL, and then Delhi will get highlighted. If I want to type HYD, then all the options related to HYD will display in our search result. Okay, so how to handle these kind of drop downs? So let's see in this lecture. These kind of drop downs are called auto suggestive drop downs, and they are becoming famous in current technology where most of the websites are using these kind of drop downs. So let's say that you are going to select Mumbai from the options which it got suggested. For that you typed MUM. Okay, so after you type MUM, you see that by default first option Mumbai is getting highlighted. Check it again, isn't it? So concentrate on this manual flow, because based upon this we will bring automation script. So let's understand behavior. So when I type first three characters, Mumbai is coming, and if I hit enter, Mumbai is getting selected. Okay, so now here I have to select Bangalore, and I'll type MUM, and Mumbai is getting highlighted. So through keyboard, select and enter. What happens? Mumbai is getting selected. So my thought of automation here is I will do send keys MUM, and then I will click and enter from my Selenium script, so that after typing MUM, if I click and enter from Selenium script, Mumbai is populating in the edit box. Okay, that's my thought. Now if I want to type Chennai, CHE, I'll type 3 letters, and then I'll hit and enter again. You do it from your keyboard. Type 3 letters CHE and hit and enter. Chennai is getting selected, isn't it? Let's say you want, when you type CHE, you want to select second option, which is Traverse City, or if you want to type DEL, there are many options displayed here, right? But you want to select Canada. So what you do, after you type first three characters, if you hit enter, first Delhi will select, but you want to select Deline Canada here. For that reason, use arrow down from your keyboard. Okay, use arrow down, and then DLine Canada will be highlighted. Once it highlighted, hit an enter and then DLine is selected. Okay, same flow let's do through automation. Okay, I'll show you how to do that now. So let me create another new class. So there are few still validations which we can do for SpiceJet, but I'll come back again later after few topics. Auto suggestive. Okay, so these 3 lines are common, but I have to update the URL, right? Let me update the URL. It's very simple. We just need to replicate our manual actions. So by default, when you open this website, sometimes there will be default a city selected. I'm not sure why, because earlier I have booked a flight from Hyderabad to Jodhpur. Just because of that, I think they are again pre-populating this option here. So let's clear this edit box first. Find element. How to clear this edit box and then type something. Let's see that now. Right click, inspect. So we have input type ID. Oh, we have ID, which is cool. I can directly use it. Driver dot find element by dot ID. First I have to clear that edit box and then type something. So how to clear that? Dot, you see that there is a method called clear to wipe out all the data present in that edit box. So simply click this clear method and that will wipe out all the data. And now next, in the same edit box, you have to give some details. So driver dot find element. You can use the same data. Dot, after you wipe out, send keys. Send first 3 characters, which is MUM. You want to select Mumbai. Okay, so what you did now, you wiped out all the data through Selenium test and then you typed MUM. After that you have to select Mumbai, so simply hit an enter because the first one is default highlighted. You see that Mumbai is getting selected. So driver dot find element, where we are hitting the enter, we are hitting that enter on this edit box only, right? So you again have to give that edit box ID dot send keys. This time you don't want to type anything, you want to type enter button. So how to say enter button in this send keys? For that there is a method called keys. Type this and say dot. That will give you all keyboard events which you can perform. So here keys dot find for enter. That's it. That's how you can hit an enter on any element through Selenium. It's very simple. For all keyboard events, you have to pass that as part of send keys argument only. If you want to type 3 letters from your keyboard, you have to use send keys of those 3 letters MUM. If you want to type enter in through your keyboard, again you have to use same send keys, but for keys you have to type keys dot, because this is a method which is given by Selenium to select any key like Alt, arrow down, arrow left, backspace, cancel, a lot of methods available to handle keys. So simply we have to go here, enter, and that's it. So what happens now? It will wipe out, enter the MUM, and then select the first item. Okay. So after it entered characters, it might take few seconds to display suggestions. So better you give 2 minutes pause to your test, just to make sure you don't have any synchronization issues. Alright, so let's run this simple test and see how it goes. Handling auto suggestions is very easy. The only trick here is we just need to replicate manual testing behavior into automation with the send keys. Okay, it's Srinagar is selected by default now. I'm not sure why, but hopefully it will wipe out everything. You see that? It's waiting for 2 seconds and hit an Mumbai in the from drop down. Have you observed that? Earlier, when the website is launched, Srinagar is selected by default. Okay, we don't know what is the logic behind showing that option, but we wiped out using clear method, and then we entered MUM. The auto suggest to box is displayed, and then we hit an enter so that first option is selected. Okay, so that's how we can do that. But now, so why we are entering this 3 times? Because you have to clear send keys and send all these 3 information, right? Instead of using this find element by ID multiple times, I can throw it in one variable. I can use and call that variable here instead of calling this all the time in 3 different times. So I'll put it here. What is this? This is nothing but a web element in Selenium language. Okay. So when you figure out an element using any locator, that element is nothing but a web element. So web element source. Source is a variable. I am just throwing this web element into one variable, and the return type of that variable should be web element. You can see it here. Eclipse itself is suggesting to use web element. Okay, so move your mouse onto this and import this package org.openqa.selenium so that error will be gone. Okay, so you have thrown that your find element into one variable, right? So now instead of using this every time, you can simply say source.clear, source.send keys, and source.send keys.enter. You see now code looks little clean, right? So rather than using this multiple times, I have thrown that into variable, and with that variable I am working on it. Cool. Now let's select destination web element now. Again right click, or not this, and ID is HP widget underscore S2. Cool. So let me copy this line again. And place it here, right? So this is destination. All the same lines again. First, clear the destination if it have any pre-data, destination.clear. So rather than using this, I'm using with a variable now. Again, destination dot send keys. This time select DEL. Give 2 seconds wait. So after you select DEL, you are not interested now to select first option. Okay. So if you want to select first option, you can simply hit enter and that will get selected. but you want to select Deline Canada. For that you have to do key down, an arrow down using your keyboard, and then Canada will select. Once Canada is selected, you can hit on enter. Okay, so for that, after you enter send keys, you have to do key down. So destination dot send keys, you have a key method, right, to do all this operation, just like how I have shown here. Keys dot look for key down. Do we have that? It should have. Yeah, this one, arrow down. Okay, arrow down is the one which we do from our keyboard, right? Select that. So if you do this arrow down once, this Deline will get selected when you type DEL. So if you want to select this Delta Junction, United States, do arrow down 3 times. Okay, so for the first time it will select Deline, second time Muncie, third time Escanaba, and fourth time Delta Junction. So you have to do this arrow down 4 times. Okay, so will you type this line 4 times? No. In the last lecture I have shown you how to loop if there is a same step which you have to repeat multiple times. Okay, so loop like this using while or for loop and repeat that step. So for now let's do it only once and select this Deline Canada. It's up to you for practice to loop and select any other option from this suggestive box. Okay, and now give enter. Once you do arrow down, that Deline will get selected. Alright, that's it. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So now it should select Mumbai in the source and Deline in destination. Okay, let's see how it goes. Sorry. Okay, so it again default selected Srinagar, but it will wipe out and then it should type MUM in the source. Cool. And it's typed Delhi. You see that it went to arrow down and selected Deline Canada, not Delhi. Because of this arrow down step, it selected second option. If you want to select fourth option, give it 3 times. Okay, now you may have a question that how would I know that Deline Canada will display only at the second every time? Okay, that's what you are testing. If it is not displayed in the second place, script should fail. Why? So based upon your characters, options should display on alphabetic order. That's what the logic written for this auto suggestive options. So DEL, Delhi is the first category because that's most selected if you are from India, or if you are, and the next best selected option for this 3 letters is Deline Canada. That's how a business decided a logic and developer displaying the options. So Deline should obviously display in the second option as per Make My Trip business logic. So you will write script based upon that only. If tomorrow when you do key arrow down and if you don't see Deline in the source or destination, your script should fail. Okay, because we are clearly saying that second option should be Deline based upon your input characters. Okay, so or if you type again CHE and this time Chennai should come as your first option and Traverse City should come as your second option based upon business logic decided by Make My Trip, and that's what you are validating here. Okay, so this is how you can select source and destination option when there are auto suggestive drop down behavior in your website. Okay, I hope you are very clear with this, and the next lecture let's talk about drop downs. Sorry, drop downs is already done, right? So in the next lecture, let's talk about checkboxes and radio buttons. For that, I'm going to take you to another website again. Okay, I don't want to teach everything in one single website. Let's try out some different combinations by taking up different websites. Once all the concepts are taught for this particular section, let's come back to one website and do some end-to-end validations on what all we learned as part of this section. Okay, so let's talk about this checkboxes and radio buttons in our next lecture. So just to recap what we did till now. So we have done static drop down, dynamic drop down with indexes, parent-child relationship indexes, and auto-suggestive drop downs as well. This is also done. So all the drop down categories which you can encounter in real time are completed. So you are good with this. All right, great. Let's meet in the next lecture. Thank you.